Hello there, I'm Rich Preston. A very warm welcome to BBC News. The World Health Organization says the last major functioning hospital in northern Gaza has been put out of service after it was evacuated by the Israeli military. The Kamal Adwan hospital had been under siege by the IDF for weeks. Staff say airstrikes there on Friday killed 50 people. The head of the hospital's nursing department told the BBC the army gave them only a 15-minute warning to evacuate patients and staff before the Israeli military then entered the hospital to remove anyone that remained. Israel says the hospital was being used by Hamas as a command centre, but has not provided any evidence to support this. Let's speak to our correspondent in Jerusalem, Amir Nader, who joins us now. Amir, good morning. So what is the health picture now for the people in northern Gaza?
Well, much worse after this hospital is now being put out of service. We have just heard from the Deputy Minister of Health there in Gaza this morning, who told us that the staff, after the hospital was forcibly evacuated yesterday, around 100 of the staff were taken to a place to be interrogated. Some of them have been released and said it was a hard night of interrogation. Others are still understood to be detained, including the director of the hospital, Dr. Hossam Abu Safia. Now, those that have been released have, some of the staff have had chance to go to a nearby hospital, which was itself evacuated by the Israeli military earlier in the week and was proposed by the Israeli military as a place that the staff and patients could continue their work in. Those staff had said that there is no hospital to speak of there at the Indonesian hospital. They said it's understood there is no running water and no electricity. And the World Health Organization has said that they are very concerned for the patients that had acute needs, including ventilation equipment, where the Indonesian facility doesn't appear to be equipped in order to take care of their needs. Now, the Israeli military, after it cleared the hospital yesterday, had said that it was being used by Hamas as a terrorist stronghold, something that Hamas have denied. But the picture, the medical picture in the north of Gaza, in that northernmost area, is looking extremely dire now with that last major hospital facility put out of action.
OK, Amir Nader for us in Jerusalem. Amir, thank you very much. Well, let's speak now to Dr. James Smith, an emergency doctor who's been to Gaza twice in the last year to carry out emergency procedures in hospitals there, including at the Kamal Adwan Hospital. Dr. Smith, thank you for joining us on the programme. I know you're in touch with colleagues in Gaza. What have they been telling you?
I think your reporter there has painted a pretty accurate picture. So we lost contact with staff from Kamal Adwan yesterday morning. They were, as your reporter has said, they were forcibly displaced from the hospital. There are about 30 individuals, healthcare workers and patients, that were taken to the Indonesian hospital, which is a short distance away. Now, the Indonesian hospital itself was heavily damaged by the Israeli military last week. Patients there yesterday had no water, no electricity, no medicine. As we speak now, we understand that the Ministry of Health in Gaza and the WHO are trying to negotiate with the Israeli military to bring some supplies and to repair the facility, or to otherwise remove the patients from what is left of the Indonesian hospital. Kamal Adwan has been destroyed. It has been besieged now for more than 80 days. There was direct sniper fire into the hospital, direct shellings, quadcopters dropping explosives into the hospital courtyard. Palestinian healthcare workers have been killed and injured. And now, as your reporter mentions, more than 100 people, including the director of the hospital, Dr. Safia, have been forcibly detained. We believe now, as of this morning, that Dr. Safia has been detained and arrested by the Israeli military.
A spokesperson for the WHO says that for those who are severely injured in Gaza, this is a death sentence. Is that fair?
I think that's more than fair. I think that's probably an understatement. I think it's been a death sentence for Palestinians in Gaza for months now, more than 14 months. of what Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, and the UN Special Rapporteur have described as a genocide and ethnic cleansing. Now, the strategy of deliberately targeting healthcare facilities, healthcare workers, and health infrastructure forms part of that wider strategy. Kamal Adwan was the last remaining hospital, the northernmost hospital in Gaza. Last estimates provided by the UN suggested that there were about 75,000 people still sheltering and fearing for their lives in the north of Gaza without any access to healthcare, any access to water, to food, to medicine. What is left other than to die, to be killed, or to be forcibly displaced to the south?
Yeah. OK, we'll have to leave it there, unfortunately. Dr. James Smith, however, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us.